Hey, what's happening, guys? Today I want to highlight my autographs of the cast of I Dream of Jeanie. Two of these autographs I received in the mail directly from the people, and one I bought on eBay. It was in a lot group that I could not pass on for the price, and I'm glad I did. And first of all, I have Mr. Larry Hagman, who portrayed Colonel Tony Nelson on I Dream of Jeanie. And there his autograph. I believe he was on Broadway at the time. Many years ago, close to 15 years ago when I got this. And I appreciate this autograph because Mr. Hagman is no longer with us. And many of you may remember him from Dallas, J.R. Ewing, Who Shot J.R. That story gripped America like none other at the time. And he also included, which I think is pretty cool, it's a printed autograph, but I think it's pretty cool anyway. A $10,000 bill from the United States of Texas with Mr. Hagman's printed autograph on that. I think it's pretty awesome. This note isn't worth the paper it's printed on. Larry Hagman's second printed autograph on the bottom down there. I haven't really noticed that before. But on the back, I haven't looked at this in years. The United States of Texas. In Hagman we trust. South Fork Ranch. And if you remember Dallas at all, South Fork Ranch was where the show was based, more or less. And that's him on a $10,000 United States of Texas note. Like I said, it's not worth the paper it's printed on, but I value it nonetheless. So that's Larry Hagman. And second is Mr. Bill Daly, Roger Healy on the show. And Mr. Daly was also on Broadway at the time, I believe. And he sent me this autograph. Major Healy, Howard, his name from the Bob Newhart show. Howard Borden, I believe. Right there. The Bob Newhart show was an awesome show. Very witty show. And Howard Borden, that's great. I don't think I've looked at this since I got it. I didn't realize that he referenced both of his characters that he portrayed on those shows. And he also included this photograph. It's a screen capture from I Dream of Jeanie with all three cast members. And that's it right there. Which is awesome because it ties all three autographs together very well. And I'm not going to frame these because usually I frame the pictures, I frame the themed autographs with the autograph index cards. And I don't know. I might do that. I have a frame on hand anyway. And the third is Miss Barbara Eden, Jeanie on I Dream of Jeanie. And this I purchased on eBay. I did not get this directly from her through the mail, but that's her autograph right there in her I Dream of Jeanie costume. Very cool. And if you've ever watched the show and you know any history about it, you'll know that there was quite a controversy about her exposing her midriff, her abdominal area, where she was not allowed to expose her belly button. It was too controversial for the time. I think that's a sign of how far we've progressed or digressed, I don't know, as a culture. But that was quite the topic of discussion back in the day, Jeannie's belly button. And Miss Barbara Eden, the show started in black and white, and she is absolutely adorable and beautiful all through the show. But if you see the black and white episodes, is there just something about that setting that makes her even more so? And a small nugget of information or a fact, she actually appeared on I Love Lucy. She was a dancer of some sort, I forget the episode, and I didn't know that was her until after the show was over and I was watching the credits, and I believe it said introducing Barbara Eden. She's actually on the show I Love Lucy before she did I Dream of Jeanie. So if you're interested in checking that out, Google it. check her out. A lovely woman, and I'm glad I have all these autographs, especially Mr. Hagman, since, like I said, he's no longer with us. And I think I will frame these. I think I will. I'll highlight that in the next video. And I'm trying to do this rotation where it's autographs one day and nostalgia the next. Today's autographs, tomorrow it will be my favorite childhood toys that were $5 or less. I just did one of these videos yesterday of my favorite toys that were free, which means that they weren't really toys per se, but things I use my imagination for to create playful environments, blanket forts, stuff like that. And check it out if you wish. And I was going to highlight my pre-printed autographs where I would request an autograph and people would send a pre-printed picture. But as you can see, I have quite a bit here. It's just ridiculous. And I'm not a fan of pre-printed responses, stamps, whatever. I'm asking for an autograph through the mail, and if you don't want to do that, don't respond. I don't want to be disrespectful, but if you're not going to take the time to send me an autograph, just throw my letter away. Act like it never happened. But some of these people in this stack went out of their way to tell me no. Such as this, I requested an autograph from Kevin Garnett, basketball player, sent him a card in the mail, and he sends me this pre-printed. It's not even a photograph, it's on less than construction paper. The quality is horrible. You take the time to do this, or you have your people take the time to do this and not return an autograph, because I guess you're just too important to take time out for me. And I don't want to sound bitter, but that's the way I perceive it when I get these things in the mail. And there's tons of them. And I can tell that these are all pre-printed crap. And some of them I'll request an autograph from, and I get a response where, if you donate money to my foundation or my cause or my charity, I'll give you an autograph. If I wanted to donate to your cause or charity or your foundation, I would have done that in the first place. And to send something back that says, I'm not going to give you an autograph unless you give me some money, hold your autograph for ransom, basically, is just a sign that shows me where you are. And I understand people at a certain level of celebrity will try to raise money in their name to benefit their cause, and I completely understand that. But do that on a different platform. If you don't want to send me an autograph, just throw my letter away, or just respond, no, I can't do it, whatever. But here's one from the Tim Tebow Foundation, and this is twice printed autograph, if you can see this one, and this one kind of right there in the glare. So they went out of their way to make this card with two printed Tim Tebow facsimile autographs, but did not send me one. And Tim Tebow, I believe, was a decent human being, and I imagine his foundation is well deserving of donations. And if I want to donate to the Tim Tebow Foundation, I will. But that's not why I sent a request to you to get a card with your name printed on it. And the biggest kick in the teeth, I think, it's just an example. I have many examples of these, but I sent an autograph request to Alan Alda, best known for Hawkeye Pierce on MASH, and he responded with a pre-printed 8x10. His people, or he did, went out of their way to send me a pre-printed autograph, which is telling me, no, I'm not going to give you an autograph. But he included this letter also promoting his book, Never Have Your Dog Stuffed. It included some reviews and highlights on it. So this tells me that, no, I'm not going to give you an autograph, but you're welcome to buy my book. So F you and give me your money for this book. That's what I see. this might be a wonderful book, but I'll never buy it. I'll never endorse it, just because of the response I got from Mr. Alda and his people. And I checked this on Is It Real? And I encourage you to do the same if you think you have autographs that may be real and you have questions about them. Here's Alex Rodriguez on a pre-printed photo. And this one I sent to Denzel Washington. He was on Broadway at the time. And he returned my index card, but it's just a stamp. And it's a poor stamp. It's smudged. And why even bother? It's like, hey, I have a fan, can't quite make it to the show. He can go to hell. I'm just going to stamp this because I'm too important. I'm too big of a name to bother with the people that support me. That's what I see. I might be wrong, but that's what I see. And I have example on example of this all over the place. I have a couple from past presidents, George Bush and Barack Obama, which I understand. They get a great deal of mail and requests. So I understand this part where they send a pre-printed facsimile autograph and they have to send that. I get that. I don't see Mr. Bush's right. Oh, here's Mr. Bush right there. So I understand that part. But the others that are just too important, can't be bothered with the common folk and still want money from you, that is kind of disappointing. Like I mentioned before, Is It Real? It's a great place to verify your autographs. They will tell you and crush your dreams most likely if you have an autograph you think is real and you look it up and it's all alphabetized by first name. Go through their inventory of autographs and you will be crushed quite quickly. I have a few autographs that I thought were legitimate, found it on Is It Real, and I do not. So I'm gonna weed through my autograph collection. These are just pictures, they're not autographs. All this crap here. And I'm gonna get rid of the fakes, keep the legits. And I'll keep this letter just because it was a nice FU from Mr. Alda and his people. But yeah, I'll link the website below so you can go through if you so choose to find out what autographs you have that are totally crap. And maybe you've got some legitimate real autographs. This will help me cull out the BS in my autograph collection. I haven't really paid attention to this for years. I used to check out this website back when Autograph Collector magazine was a thing. They would always have an ad in the magazine. And I didn't want to know the truth. And some autographs I found out were totally BS that I had. And but it's a good reality check if you're an autograph collector and you want to find out the truth about what you got. And I still kept these just because, hey, that's the only thing I have from these people. But it's just a picture. It's not the autograph of the person. So you can get pictures all day long. But I'm interested in the autographs themselves. So that's it. That's my ramble for today. Tomorrow it'll be nostalgia. My favorite toys as a child, $5 and under. Yesterday it was my favorite free toys as a child. Paper airplanes, blanket forts, whatever it was. So check that out. Check out tomorrow. Thanks for watching this one. Tell your friends about my asinine ramblings. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Later.